this is Caroline. Thank you for joining me today on Soul Readings. Wednesday at 11 on Eastern Time, 8 o'clock on Pacific Time. I'm not planning to do the 8 p.m. Eastern Time Friday readings anymore. I'll probably eventually add in like a weekend reading. I'm not sure Saturday or Sunday what time is better for folks, so we'll see what works out, and then just kind of go with that. Let me know if you have any questions for the archangels, and we can start with that when you're ready. I'm asking Michael if there's anything he wants to communicate with us today. He's like, he's so awesome. He's like, I'm so proud of you guys. Like, what you're doing is really hard. Like he sees us as going through a big time of transition, like spiritually, energetically, emotionally, physically. It's like everything is changing really fast, and he sees that, he recognizes that, and he sees that it's something that is challenging, and we're doing it. And so that's the part that's really important. I'm so proud of you. He keeps saying that. I'm so proud of you. And so sometimes that's what we need to hear, right? When we're doing something hard, we need to hear that somebody is proud of us, that we're doing a good job, that it's hard. And maybe we're not doing it 100% great, but we're doing our best. We keep showing up for that thing. We keep showing up for that hard thing. We really want to learn that lesson. We really want to ascend. We really want to become a better self, a better person, a better humanity. And so what he's saying is that his fear is that we're not connecting enough with each other, that we need to do that more, that the one of the basic issues is this sense of alienation that we have, the alienation of self and of self from others. So there's two kinds of alienations that he's afraid that we'll like fall into. And so I'm going to ask him for advice, like what should we do to try to connect more with each other? First of all, he says, don't try, just connect. And he's like, just do the stuff you like with other people. Just look for other people who like stuff that you like and do it together. He's like, don't make it too hard. I mean, it's really simple. It's really important. He said this is really important because it's how we remember our humanity. And so a lot of the problems that we have are when we forget our humanity. We forget our connectedness to other people. We forget that that all is one. And so Michael is saying, when you come into community, you remember that you're connected. And it's not like all like apple pie. You know what I mean? There's challenges too when we come together. But he said, these are the challenges that you're designed to face. We're not designed to face the challenges of alienation and isolation. We're designed to face the challenges that come when we connect, when we interact with each other. Those are the kinds of challenges that we have resources for, that we are resourced for the challenges of connecting with other people. And those are the lessons that we're really built to learn, that we're designed to learn, that we came here to learn. That Michael wants us to learn, of course, because they're the ones that we're supposed to be learning. Yeah. And so anything else around that? So he's saying nothing else around that. Any other messages, Michael, for us today? So he wants to talk a little bit about the planet. So what he's saying is that I'm afraid you guys think it's too late. Like, I'm afraid you guys are like throwing your hands up in the air. And he's like, don't do that. Don't throw your hands up in the air. It's not too late for the planet. He's like, you guys are all or nothing. Like, he's so funny. He's like, either you're going to go whole hog for something, or you're just going to throw your hands up in the air and give up and not do anything. And he's like, that's not, going whole hog for something is not something that you can maintain. It's not something that you have the energy to maintain. So that's not a good strategy. And throwing up your hands in the air is not a good strategy, because you're not going to actually have any positive change. So it's like there's a third way. And the third way is of moderation. And the third way is doing what you can. Incremental change is enough. Incremental change is a lot, he's saying. And so he's saying like incremental change is the kind of change that you're designed to do easily. So when you get to these like big step up changes, those are more traumatic for the human soul, the energy system of the planet, of humanity. We're designed for incremental changes. And so if we can just institute incremental changes into our daily life that benefit ourselves and humanity, that's perfect. That's optimal. That's optimal. And that's he's saying that's not only optimal for humanity, that's also optimal for nature, for the planet, for all that is. And the planet is kind of like feeling afraid, like, oh my god, we're going to have like another big thing that's going to be so hard for us. Like, I don't know if we can make it. Like, it feels, the planet is feeling like, oh, it's all down to the line here. And the planet is feeling like, we don't know what to do. You guys are all over the place. First is this, then it's that, then it's this, then it's that. And there's so many changes that are, like humanity is related to, but then that starts all of the external changes too that kind of have like a life of their own impacting the planet. And the planet's just like, we want peace. Nature's just like, we want peace. And Michael is saying it's almost like the cosmos wants chaos because that is the cosmos's like creative vibe, and like creation comes out of chaos for the cosmos. And so the cosmos is like, this is awesome, I'm doing my best creative work now. And nature is like, this is crazy, I'm so destabilized. And people are like, what's going on? I'm just going to wall myself off in a corner because this is too much dealing with everything and everyone. And the cosmos is like, I love it. This is my best life. I have chaos and creativity. That's so funny how we're like, how things are programmed differently. Like their optimal state is different. He's like that. Michael is like, that's the way it is. That's the way things are. That's the way we live best, is when we live best when there's not uniformity. Uniformity is something that it's like doldrums, he said. It's like doldrums when there's uniformity. When everybody wants the same thing all the time, the same way, that's boring. Like there's no creativity there. And so it's like the cosmos is throwing in a spark. Oh, I understand now. The cosmos is what throws in the spark for creativity and chaos. And so what we've done is kind of like take away that job from the cosmos by becoming chaotic ourselves. and so and so we're like creating this chaos that's not really creative, a creative force in nature. Like we can use it for creativity, but it's like extra steps. That's not the way things are designed to be. The cosmos is designed to have creative chaos that throws in a spark for us to take and run with. Same with nature. But now there's like too much chaos being thrown in from all directions instead of just from the cosmos. So what are we supposed to do about that, Michael? What should we do about that? I don't know why Michael's saying this. He's saying, I don't know, throw your hands up in the air. But he doesn't mean like, throw your hands up in the air as in like giving up. He means it like, I don't know if you know that song, throw your hands up in the air. It's like a celebration. So it's funny how, right? Isn't that funny? Like how throwing your hands up in the air can be a sign of defeat and giving up, but it also can be a sign of celebration. And so what he's saying is kind of like, take the bull by the horns. Look, This is the times you're living in, and just go for it, man. Just do it. Like, just give yourself over to the times you're living in. Oh my God. He's like, you guys can do it. You are doing it. You're already doing it. This is a time of celebration. This is a time of extreme creativity. This is not, this is not a, it's extreme creativity because you're adding to the force, the cosmic forces of creativity by your own kind of like recklessness is what he's saying is the word recklessness. But go for it, man, because this is what is. Make the most of it. Throw your hands up in the air. This is the time for ultimate creativity, ultimate growth. And he's like, I'm so proud of you. Like, you guys are doing this. Just do it. Just keep going. Just and have fun at it. Like, this is your life. These are the circumstances that you're living in now. Go for it. Don't dismay. Throw your hands up in the air and celebrate this time of intensity, creativity, blossoming, newness, and connectivity in a way that has never been possible before. Go for it. Do it. You are doing it. Michael says, I'm so proud of you guys. This is the ultimate maximal creativity of the cosmos that you guys are living in. Just do it. Go for it. Be it. Be transformed by it. Have fun. Be joyful. Be joy. This is it. This is why you came. Do it. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So if there's any questions, I'll take them. Otherwise, I think that's his message for today. Yeah. Thank you for joining me in Soul Readings. Michael's message of chaotic creativity, creativity that spawned out of chaos, the times that we're living in, what we're called to do. Throw our hands up in the air and celebrate. Let's do it.